everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on POSHMARK, and today I'm going to talk about the most important things that you could be doing on POSHMARK that can save you time, money, and just make you more sales in general. I know we all, there's certain things that we want to do that can save us time and make us more money, and so if you aren't already doing all these things on this list, you should definitely start now. These are really going to be crucial for your success on the platform. Okay, so one of the main things that I always swear by that is so important, and I know actually I'm guilty of this myself, but it's so important, you are answering questions promptly when people ask. Because if somebody has a specific question on something and they want to make sure it's going to work for them, they're interested in purchasing, assuming that the item's going to work for them. And if you don't answer that message, you're going to lose the buyer. And I found that if I answer right away, 9 times out of 10 they'll purchase if the item's going to work for them. But if I answer days later or hours later or weeks later, I already lost them. They already purchased something else. They already don't want to, buy that item anymore. So it's so important to answer right away. And you want to be nice too. If someone asks a question that maybe it's in the description or something and it's just something that they, didn't see, then you can just let them know kindly and just say, please check the description for the detail that you are looking for. And then you could just reiterate what it is. A lot of the times people ask for measurements, even though they are in the pictures. And a lot of times people ask what the material tag is, or really silly questions. But sometimes they have more obscure questions that you might have to actually look at the item and figure out if it's gonna work for them. But again, answering quickly is really important and can definitely make you more sales if you are just proactive about it. Okay, so the next one again goes with being quick, is to send those offers as quickly as you can. So I know there's always a debate of should you send them right away or should you wait to see if they're gonna send you an offer? And I kind of give a minute or two buffer because I see if they're gonna bundle more or things like that. But I generally think the quicker that you send the offer, the quicker that you'll get them, and the quicker that they can't find something else that they're interested in, maybe for a better price or something like that. So I recommend, whether you're gonna send them within a minute or 5 minutes, I recommend doing it pretty quickly. You don't wanna lose the customer, but I definitely don't think waiting hours or days to send the offer is a good idea, because again, they might have already found something else, they might not be interested anymore, or maybe they just realize hey, that item's not gonna work for me anymore, and if they had purchased it would be too late. So it's important to get them right away. I have my VA automatically sending out offers after I get likes on items, because I'm not always available to check my likes constantly. And so this way I can ensure that I'm still getting sales even when I'm not thinking about Poshmark for a couple hours or when I'm sleeping. Sometimes I've woken up to sales that my VA had sent out an offer for something that had been liked and someone purchased it overnight. If I had woken up and then sent the offer, I probably would have already lost them. So this has really come in handy so many times, and it's really helped me make more sales, and I think it could definitely help you make more sales as well. Okay, so this one is if you're selling big bundles of things, or if you're doing live shows and you have a lot that you're sending out to someone, a good way to save on weight so you don't have to upgrade the shipping label maybe, or just to save a couple extra ounces, is to use a poly bag versus a box. So I have poly bags in my custom print. They're really, really large bags. And I also have the smaller ones too, but the large ones are great because you can fit, give or take a few pieces. I think you could fit maybe 3 or 4 sweaters and then probably up to 10 pieces of just t-shirts or shorts or things like that, just depending on the size. But if you were to use a box, the priority boxes, that would actually weigh more just because it's heavier to begin with, and you would probably be able to fit less in the box. So I recommend using poly bags whenever you can. Now, whether you get your own or you just use regular ones, or you turn an Amazon one inside out and just use it that way, there are really good options that you can do. But I just recommend, if you're trying to save weight and you really think that your order is going to go slightly over the weight limit, try and use a bag versus a box. It will definitely save you on weight, and it will definitely save you from having to upgrade that shipping label, because upgrading the shipping labels costs a lot of money, and honestly, I don't really think it's worth it. So I would prefer to use a poly bag, and that will definitely save you on weight. It might not seem like it makes a big difference, but it definitely does. Okay, the next thing that you should really be doing is listing a lot of inventory. You want to keep listing stuff, because I find that when you stop listing, or you're only relisting your stale pieces, it's not as effective as bringing in new pieces as well. And the bigger the closet size, the more likely you are to make more sales. There's not a one-for-one comparison, but it definitely does help. And I find that when I have a bigger closet, I actually find that I'm making more sales. Again, when the algorithm is already working in your favor, it's going to keep working in your favor if you're listing more pieces. So it's really important to make sure you're listing new inventory, make sure you're listing every single day, whether that's, 5 pieces, 10 pieces, or more. Be consistent with it. Do like the same amount every day if you can. That really helps with the algorithm. It's just something that like people don't think about, that they don't think is necessary to like do the exact same amount every day, but it does go a long way and it does make a difference. And the final thing I'm going to talk about in this video that is so important to do is accept those offers, or at least counter if you can't accept. So if you get an offer that is within reason, I would definitely accept it. Don't try to get that extra $1 or $2 out of someone, because you might lose them. They might not be interested anymore. Maybe that was like their lowest that they could do. And honestly, haggling for like an extra $1 or maybe a couple extra cents is really not worth it to me. So I just recommend, if you can accept it, if you're making a profit on the item, then just accept it, and that's better. If it's really, really way too low, like if it's a low ball, or if it's just you're not gonna be able to make enough profit on it, you can definitely counter, but just know that you might not actually get the buyer by countering, because a lot of times, like I said, they send you an offer at their lowest, or maybe they just don't want to pay any more for that kind of item. So I really recommend accepting when you can, but countering is also okay. That will also, be beneficial to do. I never decline offers. I think declining offers is one of the worst things that you could do on the platform. I think it just is a recipe for disaster. It's kind of like one of those no-no things that you just don't want to do. And so I don't recommend doing it. Even on those lowball offers, I always I always counter or accept an offer. And if they don't accept my offer, if I counter them, then that's fine. They just let it expire, and then that's it, and we just move on. But accepting and countering are way better and way more better and friendly for the algorithm. You'll make more sales doing that than you will if you decline offers. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this list of really important things that you should definitely be doing on Poshmark. These are, again, things that are going to be crucial for your success, and they'll really they'll just save you time, they'll save you money, and they're just beneficial to do. And I swear by doing all of these, I already implement all of these into my routine on Poshmark. And this is part of the reason why I have daily sales, because I'm really just keeping up with everything. I'm listing every single day. I'm sending out offers every single day, multiple times a day. I'm accepting offers, or I'm countering if I really can't accept. I'm answering questions when I can, and that helps me make those extra sales. And then when I don't answer questions right away, I find that affects my sales big time. And I also swear by using the poly bags, because that really does save weight, especially because I've been doing a lot more live shows recently, and I've been doing like kind of clearance blowouts because I'm gonna be moving soon. So I definitely wanted to just kind of get rid of a lot of things at once, and it's really saving me on the cost to use a poly bag versus a box. They weigh different. So if you're weighing your packages and you're finding that you're over by a couple ounces or anything like that and you're nervous, then switch to a bag and you'll realize just how much you end up saving on weight. So let me know if you do any of these things already, or if you haven't done any of them. I would be curious which ones you're gonna start trying to do to really have some more success. I would recommend all of them, but I know it's a lot to implement all at once. So let me know which one you're gonna start doing if you haven't done any of them already, and let me know which ones you've already had success with if you've already started doing. And if you want to see another video on some new feature app updates that have been released to Poshmark recently, you can click right here. And if you want to see another video on some reasons why your listings aren't selling and what you can do to fix them, you could click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.